Hey guys, we are live on YouTube. How are you guys doing tonight? Thank you for dropping in. We already got some people in the chat and actually on the video. So let's go back to gallery view. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
All right, all right.
Doing good.
And KBRC 13 is actually painting some seats. Let me rename you so people know who you are.
I guess I'm lazy. I always use a spray can.
I know. Same here. I use a spray can. It probably is more work though with the spray can than by brush.
Mm,
I'm doing 2 colors.
Okay. I did 2 colors on mine too. It's a pain. It's a pain because you spray everything one color and then you got to tape everything and then do the other color. Compared to a paintbrush, you just do it. Mind you, you're doing spray paint, the finished texture is a heck of a lot nicer.
yeah. Thompson RC. Hello. RC Master just popped up. Uh-oh, troubles in chat.
Oh.
Yeah. Dennis.
Bushman 613, Coreyman, James RC Master, Scott. How you doing? Thompson RC and Trailcrawler RC. And Chef Jack Kitchen is in the chat.
Hey, Jack.
Evening, Jack.
What's up there, everybody?
Thank you. You guys, in the 80s, I use these bottles to paint the whole trunk of my car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I put a mural on it, a long-haired skull blowing flames out, and then he was coming out of a graveyard.
Wow.
Yeah. They were only like 5 cents a can, you know, back then.
Back then, yeah. Now they're freaking expensive a can.
Yeah, they're like $3 and something. It's like, what?
Yeah. And you don't get more paint with them. You
No,
get just as minimal as before.
you can't even buy them at Walmart or anything anymore. It's just a hobby shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So somebody in the chat in the WhatsApp last week actually mentioned to me we should talk about tools. What tools do you need when you do RC? So we're going to talk about the basic tools, which are pretty basic. And basically, to me, the more you get into RC, then the more the tool that you need will evolve because the more stuff you're going to do.
Very true. Very true. Be right back.
Because sometimes you can use a T-wrench. There's my little T-wrench. When you get in all the kits.
Yeah, I still use that a lot.
That's like a neck. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You can use this thing.
Yeah, I still use that a lot, a lot.
Or you can even use this thing from these guys. This is a nice one because it actually has the 7 mil here. And it also, if you pull it back, it has a 5.5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I haven't upgraded mine yet, my wheel stuff yet.
So this one is pretty handy. I did not have this for the longest time, but I've used this for many years, and you have 4 different sizes.
Yeah.
But that's basically the first thing you get with your kits.
I guess you can use that on the 24 scale too, right? That little T.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, some of the bolts will actually work on it. Some of the smaller ones will actually work. And I think the 5.5 is the size for the wheel nut.
No, it's one of the other side ones.
Oh yeah, for the wheel nut?
Yeah. Then you go up to something along those lines.
Oh, I have the cheap ones, dynamite ones. I've had this for years.
Yep.
Oh, no, wait.
This is the first thing you need, man.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to talk about cheap, You go with the Integy ones.
Integy?
Yeah, Integy, Integy, whichever.
Yeah.
Those can last, or they can break in 10 minutes.
Like
Okay,
one is
Brett.
shorter than the other one because I actually changed this one.
You gotta go with the no names. Just got the size on there.
Yeah, I've got some of those too.
And a lot of people don't realize is even the one that Guru's holding, these tips there, you can actually file them down. Let's say it starts to strip. You
Oh,
can actually use your Dremel or a file or even a sandpaper if you go like this and actually flatten it because it does get rounded after a while. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
can
Oh, I
actually
did not know that.
rub it on sandpaper or use a Dremel or a sander and actually make
Nice.
it smaller.
Yep.
So instead of changing the bit, I just changed a bit. I never bothered using it. I
Yeah.
did keep my older ones. They are here on this beside, and I probably will sand it down and make it a little bit smaller later.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I should change my bits. I got my axial SCX 10-2 and I said, oh, I can use some, octagon, what are them called? The Allen
Hex-
wrenches.
hex driver.
Yeah. And I used it for like 2 minutes and I'm like, no, I went right back to the hobby shop. I said, I need some tools. And that's the
Yeah.
first thing they gave me. And I still have them.
Yeah. My thing I like the best are, unfortunately, you can't get them anymore because he is no longer doing this, is that handle with the interchangeable bits from RC Pit Products.
Okay.
No longer.
Oh,
Hey.
what's his name? I forgot his name. Brian,
Brian,
right?
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, he's not doing RC Pit Products anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those with A&A tools. They sent me some. So while I paid for them, but they're pretty cool. They're nice. They've been going. They're friggin' light. They're really light.
I like this because it's got the interchangeable bits and the handle is so comfortable. I love this thing.
Yeah, mine does not have interchangeable bits on these ones.
Yeah.
I guess the cheaper version.
They lock in because they're magnetic and it's got the release on it as well.
Dan Charon, thank you for dropping in.
I just bought me
Hey,
some
Queenie.
124 scale ones.
Queenie is much older this week compared to last week.
Yeah.
Glad you said it and I didn't.
We won't say how old she is because it's not polite to say how old a woman is. But she's over 20 now, so.
When
Big
you
heads
tackle
in-
like, oh, go ahead, Tank.
Big heads in the chat.
When you tackle a kit, you need some of these.
Yeah, you need good sprue cutters or side cutters.
Yeah, and some good needle nose pliers.
Needle nose pliers, that's something I use a lot. I find when I use needle nose pliers, I like using the one with the curved bit, the curved nose.
Where's
This
mine
one's
at?
nice to get into a build and just hold the screw sometimes sideways. So I use this all the time on an angle.
Yeah, for me, it depends on which ones I'm using or what I'm doing for which I'm using.
Yeah, my curved one's around here somewhere. My place is a mess right now.
Yeah, we won't go
Jack?
there.
How you doing,
I
Jack?
got these small ones too, though.
Yeah, those are
That is-
good.
Small ones, and then the clippers, they came in a set.
Yeah. See, me, I use for side cutters, I use these one for electronics, but these are true, well, these are what's called flush cutters.
Yep, blue flush
They
screw
really
cutters.
cut flush.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I use tie wraps, I cut with these all the time.
So the guy was using these to cut for the trail for the king hauler, and still I'd have to cut it, and then I'd have to cut some more plastic off the piece because it wasn't, it's not flush.
Okay, yeah.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
the hell did I get so much paint on my hands?
That's easy. Very easy.
Yeah. So I said hi to Jack. I don't know if he's got a problem with his microphone, but I did not hear him.
I didn't either.
Hey, John, welcome in.
What's up,
Hello.
John?
Howdy.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I've been busy. Having no power, having tree branches down, having trees down,
Oh, that's
getting
fun.
a bathroom remodeled, bracing, yeah.
Just
Um,
a little bit busy.
Just a little bit.
last
Don't forget Nitro free now.
Oh yeah, I was on there, but that's another problem. I get home and my phone's half dead and I'll let it charge and it won't charge unless I have it sitting down. So
okay.
I'd be looking at ceiling. So why get on a panel? Just listen to it.
So last week I was shopping for some RC stuff, and I wanted one of those ISDT ESC70. And I know that Amazon had some, but they're way more expensive for some odd reason because they weren't available in Canada from them.
Mhm.
So I went to Paris Junction Hobby here in Ontario, and they had some, and they were pretty cheap, like $34 Canadian, whatever it is American. So I picked some up. So I picked one up. Come on, camera. There it goes. So this is the ESC. Installed it, and on my app it was version 0.04, 1004. And it
Okay.
asked me to upgrade up to version 100104 or 107 or something like that, like a really crazy number. So I said yes. But every time then after it upgraded, but it only went to 5. But every time I log back on, it's always telling me to upgrade, and I say yes. So every time now on my phone, Android, every time I log to it, it tells me to upgrade to firmware, but I already did. So there's something weird with it. A lot of people are not happy with them, but it seemed to be everything else is working good. So just for the hell of it, I decided to use my iPad. So instead of it's an Apple device. So I logged onto it, my Apple device, everything is fine. It does not need any upgrades. It does not need any firmware update. It's fine. And it works fine on Apple product, but with Android, it seems to have issues. So if some of you guys have Androids or Apple device, that might be an issue, is which device you're actually using connecting to it.
Well,
But-
I know what ESC not to use now for me.
Yeah.
I don't mess with Apple stuff because Apple stuff is junk.
Well,
Oh, that. Shut your mouth.
No,
it works fine though. The app works fine with this. It's just at the start it tells you, oh, you got to upgrade. So you just tell no, you just don't want to.
Yeah.
So then it's just one little tap that you have to do. But the app is very easy to do because it's Bluetooth, and it's so cool because you plug in your battery and you don't know how much battery you got left. You pick up your phone, you just turn on the app, and then you see how much percentage your battery is. That's kind of cool. That feature is neat. But there's a lot of other features you can do on the run. Is you stop your car, you turn on your drag brake, you can change the percentage of your drag brake right there on the fly. There's so many cool things you can do. Change the voltage. If you're having a problem with your servo, you want to give it 0.1 volt more just to see if it's going to stop chattering or something, you can do that. So there's a couple little things that you can do with this ESC that's kind of interesting with the Bluetooth app.
You can do that with the Hobby Wing.
Do a Hobby Wing Castle. You can do it with the Bluetooth.
Yep. Hobby Wing Castle. Let's see
Docomo.
here.
Yeah, but Hobby Wing, do you have the Bluetooth device?
Yeah. It's a little dongle you get that you plug into it.
Okay, this one comes with it. That's what I meant with the.
There you go.
Yep.
That's the Hobby Wing Bluetooth.
That's the Hobby Wing Bluetooth module.
Cool.
Let's see, was it OB something or other?
I don't know. I don't have my
And how
glasses,
much-
so I can't see.
And how much is the Bluetooth device?
I don't know. I
Bluetooth-
got this in a trade, so I don't know.
Okay.
It's like $60, 65.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
But it works on multiple different
But
units.
it
Yeah.
works. Yeah. Like I said, heck, I plug I plugged a castle into an old Traxxas ESC.
Oh yeah.
And I
Well,
was
some of the
playing
early
with it.
ones, some of the early ones were
because
Castle.
I know they were all rebranded.
Yeah.
Castles.
So
So yeah, like I said, that's
do it again. Dang it, I did it again.
But if you're on a budget and you want a cheap ESC that works good, so far this one, I'm going to try it this weekend on the trails and test out a couple things, especially the way they do drag brake is supposed to be a little bit different than the other people. They just call it something different, but they all do pretty much close to the same thing.
they all got their little quirks on them or whatever, you know, one's called
Yeah.
this and another one is called that, but it's all the same thing and pretty much.
But at Paris Junction Hobby, I had a minimum not to pay shipping. I didn't even bother to check how much shipping was going to be just for that ESC. I had a minimum of $100 to buy to get free shipping. So I went shopping. So I got myself an engine from True North RC. They called it a Scale Cobra 427 engine. So it's all in pieces, but it's a 427 Cobra engine.
Okay.
So it clips onto the motor. So this one should be
Okay.
kind of cool. So I might use this on one of my builds. So from True North
Cool.
RC. So all the parts, and there's the distributor cap and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to put that. But the other thing I saw that was kind of cool, because I've been looking for this for ages, is a nice bicycle. So it's still in the bag. I haven't opened it.
Oh, yeah, that
That's
looks
huge.
nice. Yeah.
It's a 1/10 bicycle. It is the right size. It's a 1/10. I put it beside my guy, and it's pretty much the right size for it. For my my little guy, that 7-inch guy. 7
Yeah,
inch.
but if you put it on something like that, that won't work.
What do you
How
mean?
you move there, neighbor?
Oh yeah, yeah. Add spotlight. Here you go. He's
Yeah.
loving that. So yes, if you put like that, but like I had one behind my camper, and this is why I got this, is to put behind my Winnebago and to put behind my camper. I had one of those before. People were telling me, no, that scale is too small. I go, no, it's a kid's bike. Like
Right.
a kid's
Yeah.
bike is pretty small. So yes, it works. You just say it's a kid's bike. It doesn't have to be a metal bike.
Well, this is a BMX freestyle bike, so yeah.
But every time I saw these bicycle, they were always 30, 40, 50 bucks for this. This is kind of a metal, but very nice painted. I can't wait to take this out of the bag. I want to do kind of a little unboxing and things like that, or not a debagging, and actually show it. But this was $18.99 Canadian, which is pretty good for the details that is on this bike. It's
Nice. Got the water
even got a
bottle.
little kickstand on it. Water bottle. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. You've got the lines for the brakes. So it's
Who's
a
it by?
10 speed. It's actually details. That's what it's actually. Hobbydetails.com.
Okay. And I have a question about those motors or the engines like that 427 you got there. Did they
Yeah.
have any other versions?
I think True North does. You'd have to check his website, but he probably does have different version. But this is the Cobra one, so it's got the manifold, it's got the covers for the oil.
It's all Ford based.
So it's kind of cool.
Cool.
Let's see if I can go there. Oh, but real quick,
Nowadays,
I'll put that in the chat.
probably not too many
And I
versions.
noticed just a second ago, because I went back on chat, Kevin Gibbs is in there watching. Hello, Kevin. Hope you're feeling a little bit better.
Hope you're feeling better.
So just so everybody knows, before we go too far, I just put that in the chat. Let me remove spotlight. Let's go back to there and share the screen. So Sean is actually
Hey
still,
everybody, Sean here giving you a quick update on the raffle. This is the 3 trucks that's in the raffle. This is an SCX 10-2. It is fully axial tech spec. It is almost ready to run. You will just need your receiver and battery. This one is the HG Hummer. This is fully upgraded with the lights, sound, everything. All you will need for that is a battery. And the Phoenix is almost ready to run. The only thing you will need for that is a battery and receiver. The tickets are $20 a ticket, 6 tickets for $100. There was 80 spots in the raffle. There's currently only 40 spots left, so we're halfway through. Haven't won a ticket yet. Go grab a ticket. How could you go wrong for 20 bucks? A chance to win any one of these 3 for just 20 bucks? How could you go wrong?
There we go.
Everybody,
So Sean is still selling some of those tickets for the raffle. They're $20 each. There's 80 spots available. He's halfway now. So I have to go there and actually buy one or maybe 2. So I'll share this video with people and go and get your ticket. And it's your chance to win one of those trucks. So he's going to do a raffle for a first truck. And then what if you win that first truck? That's the truck you win. If you buy multiple tickets, 3 tickets, let's say you buy 3 tickets, he could theoretically pull your 3 names one after the other. And I believe Kurt is making a special right now. If anybody buys tickets tonight, Kurt is going to match that and buy a ticket for you guys. So he's gonna
I'll take 2.
right, Kurt?
No, Sean's selling them 3 tickets for the price of 1.
Oh, okay.
No, Kurt always makes funnies with Sean and try to make him put him in trouble, but there is no special. It is $20 a ticket for that. Hey, Jack.
G'day, everyone.
There he is. He's working. He's working.
Got an echo.
Hold on,
Evening,
Nick.
Jack.
No, I don't hear an echo.
I did it first. I did it first.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, don't start that crap. I got a new computer. This, that.
Hey, Mr. Tamaya 9989, how you doing? Look at that. I got 2 of them. I got a new Tamaya bug there and the Flower Power with an MO5 chassis, which is stupid. It's front wheel drive. Those vans are actually rear wheel drive. So I might be putting that on that chassis and actually selling the bug body. So we'll see. I still haven't what I'm going to do,
Oh, man.
which means I might have a MO5 also for sale chassis.
Hey, but let's do that bug, isn't it? Rear wheel drive originally?
Yes, the Volkswagen Bug is rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
That is on an MO6 chassis. That is rear wheel drive.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
The van, though, you can't
Yeah.
barely see it's a van, but the Volkswagen van also, the real one, is a rear wheel drive.
Right.
Okay. All right.
They
I just got screwed up in communication there, but I know what you're talking now.
They released the VW, Tamaya released the VW unpainted van with an MO6 chassis. But when they released the Flower Power van pre-painted with all the stickers on it, they decided to put on an MO5 chassis. Stupid, because that's front wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with, sorry, I'm not up to date with, what's wrong with Kevin Gibbs?
Kidney stones.
Kidney stone this week he went to the hospital. He had kidney stone.
You don't want those, you don't want kidney stones.
Yeah.
So he's been on meds and things like that. And tonight he did take some meds to go to sleep or for him to rest. So they are making him tired.
I got my kids in a jar up over here. You can't see them.
Hey, Colonel, mate,
Yeah.
every time, mate, you should be in a Mad Max movie the way you're looking, mate.
Thank you.
The mohawk going there.
Oh yeah.
Bit old for that, aren't you?
Yeah. It's only hair.
So Jack, what
You
kind
can
of
do whatever you want when you have it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, shots fired above the brow.
Well,
Oh.
some people, when you get older, it's a bit.
All right.
Brett, that's a different story. That's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
That's different. Yeah, what are you going to ask me, Tank?
When you first started, what kind of tools did you use with your RCs? Did you go the expensive way? Did you just buy the cheapest you could find just to get along with? And what type of tools do you use the most when you work on RCs?
Well, when I used to get a lot of shit from Hobby King back in the days, and I used to get the Turnegi stuff or Turnigy, whatever you call them. Yeah, all the the different millimeter tools, Allen things. What else did I use? No, not really that much. I mean, when I used to put planes together, I didn't really need that much. A couple of screwdrivers and stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't really need much.
Very
I mean,
true.
you guys are into the building and all that sort of stuff, so you need different tools.
When you do a lot of custom work, yes, you do end up needing a lot of different tools when you start doing custom stuff.
Yeah, of course, yeah, for sure. But no, I didn't. I just got the El Cheapos from Hobby King.
Now, Turnigy back then, let's say 5 years or even 6 years
Keep
ago,
going, keep going, keep going.
they really had a problem with their quality of tools, especially the aluminum they were using.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
agree.
A
Agree.
lot of people were complaining, but nowadays I've seen a lot of turnarounds. In other words, they're pretty good. They really stepped up in the last 3 or 4 years on the products that they've been releasing, on the stuff they've been releasing also.
Yeah.
No,
I've got
I
some of the
don't
older
know what
ones.
they got these days, but back in you're right, because especially the Allen wrench tools, the different millimeter ones that you use, like for grub screws and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't last very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some of the older ones and some of the newer ones, and you can tell the difference between the two just in the way they feel.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't last too long.
My oldest tools are the Duratex.
Duratrex, is it?
Durtrax, huh?
Duratrex.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I got all
Going
mine are all buried in my race box that hasn't been used in forever and is
12 years.
going away soon.
12 years with these, and the only thing I need to replace is the 1.5.
1.5 goes out the first.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's my 2 millimeter that goes out the first.
Oh,
I always
really?
break the 1.5s.
So Paris Junction Hobby has a whole bunch of different ones.
Okay.
Let's see if I go to this one. This is the one I got.
Okay.
That's nice.
So the Cobra 427 engine. That's the one I got.
Okay.
And then I went and got this one. Oh, there it is. Hold up.
What's that? Is that 3D printed?
How much
in,
was
isn't
that,
it?
Tank?
Here's an LS 25. It's not together, but there's an LS engine cover.
Looks like an LS3 setup, so cool.
And then I got the one from Onyx.
Open.
Yep.
Yeah, I got one of them gurus. I got a set of tools like that, Guru.
Engine bay. That's an engine bay.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
This is the scale engine from SSD.
Yeah, that's basically a small block Chevy.
Yeah. And that's
From my 24s MIP.
What?
Which ones you got for your 24s?
MIP.
Oh, okay. I just got some off of Amazon. I didn't order any special ones.
Yeah, that kit that you're using, that you got up there, Onyx, Duratrack actually had it for a while also, and Traxxas actually has that kit.
Yeah,
It's
they got
basically
similar
the same
kit.
tools in it.
I got the
Does
Traxxas.
Onyx make batteries and chargers?
Yes.
Yeah.
But they've just branded that toolkit, but that's the toolkit I bring on the road all the time in my pack sack or in my bag. That's the one I bring on the trails. What I also put in there is side cutters, like these. I put side cutters and also a needle nose. So I put these in that case, zip it all together. And I did put in a little baggie like this, I did put 3mm screws.
I got a whole screw kit.
Okay, you got the whole screw kit because it's a little bit big when you bring too much, but yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
No, a little screw kit goes in my little
Because
free bag from T-Mobile.
you lose stuff on the trail. You might lose a screw, you might lose a servo horn, and let me tell you,
Oh, yeah.
when you're on the trails and
Or that little silver thing that hold the wheel.
Mhm.
Get
Yeah.
a little three-wheel motion there.
yes, True North does have some good scale stuff, that's for sure. And Mr. Tamaya 89 says, I like Tamaya RCs. Imagine that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I
It's in
got
the
plenty of
board.
them myself.
Working on a king hauler right now.
I should be working on mine, but I don't want to drag my grinder in here.
Mhm.
How you
I
doing,
got
Brett?
this many.
How you doing, Brett?
This many Tamayas.
I'm doing good, Jack.
This
Doing
many
good.
Tamayas.
Good stuff, man.
Tank, how much did that motor cost?
How
40
many
bucks,
Tamias you got?
Canadian.
This many.
Oh, 40
Yeah,
bucks.
I
that
got
motor,
this many Tamias.
The
that
first one he
Cobra-
showed was 40 Canadian.
yeah, that Cobra 427 is $40 Canadian, which is about 32, maybe $32 US.
Yeah, because I seen some on Amazon. They were like 36 bucks and stuff like that. So it's like, okay.
Because on my build, which is on the ground here, I did have this from Amazon a while back, and I put this motor on. And now, depending on where I put I put the distributor in the back, which makes it a Chevy.
Mhm.
But if I
Not
put it-
always.
If I put it in the front, it could be a Ford. So, but it's nice. It's nice in chrome and all shines. It's nice. But I'm thinking instead of putting this one, I'll put the other one because it is a Ford Bronco that I'm building. So maybe
Yeah.
it'd be having
Yeah,
the other.
See,
Probably would be better for that.
I know this is all scale on that tank, but it defeats the purpose of actually showing the motor.
What do you mean?
You know what hey,
Why does it defeat the showing
because
the-
you're going to put a body shell on it, you're not going to see it.
Oh, mine you will. I will be cutting it
Oh,
out.
oh, you're going to
Cutting
cut
the hood
yours out.
open.
You see, Tank. When he first saw my Ute, it was all over for him.
So cut out.
Cut out. Nice one.
So
Yeah.
I'll be
Oh,
cutting
if you
the
can
top of
show
the-
it. Yeah.
I'll be cutting the top of the hood here, and so you will see the engine come
But
out.
how much of the motor is going to be sticking out, though?
Oh,
Whoa.
pretty much. Yeah, it's going to be
All of
sticking
it.
out. Not well. The whole breather right now, the silver breather
Yep.
will stick out of it.
That's nice.
So
That's beautiful.
See you later, Thompson RC.
Yeah,
Alright,
because
Tom.
Sean cut
Later,
his
Tom.
he cut his roof off or his top off of the Bronco. Yeah, 10-3.
He cut his hood. He cut his hood so he could open
Hood
the
off.
hood because there's
Yeah.
a motor that was underneath it.
Yeah, the 10-3s have motors. The Bronco 10-3s have motors.
mhm.
How much was that motor, Tank?
Later Thompson RC? That motor, I think it was $40 or $50. I can't remember. I bought that like 3 years ago on Amazon. But that one actually has 2 fans on it.
Ah,
And I
okay.
like that one because it actually has a hose in front for the radiator. It also has all the little cables for the distributor cap, and it came
Nice.
with a distributor cap. So it was cool. All the stuff that came with that motor that made it really scale. Mind you, the one that comes from True North does not have the wires, but I can always use make some with something else.
Yeah, I just make them up.
Yeah. I was looking at ones they really run. Some of them, the small
yeah.
ones.
Yeah, those are real
It's
expensive.
like, wow, man. Yeah, they're like 130, 140 bucks.
To
like
start
that.
with, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
In fact, they even got the little kits like that where you can
Right.
actually build them for a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And which soldering gun or soldering iron do you guys use for soldering?
I use a station.
You use a
I got
station?
a station.
Yeah, I got one of those. Yeah, I got an old school one,
Picked up
and
a station.
What brand is it? Mine is a track power.
Track power, yeah.
There you
That one
go.
of those.
1970.
It looks like 1970 also.
It is.
I've still got my dad's old Weller iron like that I use at times.
This is my stepdad's.
Now, those, there's nothing wrong with them as long as like you don't solder too big of a wire. Once you start going like a 10 gauge, they get kind of finicky. Like you need a little hotter to run like a 10 gauge or
Yeah.
solder properly a 10 gauge.
Yeah.
So you do have to be careful, but for just a regular motor lead, they should do fine. When you get to the battery lead though, sometimes that one might have a problem with. So
Little, got to solder it harder.
you gotta leave it on.
That's one thing I do hate doing, soldering on a battery.
I will not.
No, I'm just saying, I usually don't either.
Okay.
I do.
I figure out a way to do something or whatever I have to do with the plug,
Okay.
but I'm fearing every time I got to do it.
I'll let the guys at the shop do the batteries for me.
I
I
won't.
started my
I
electronic
outsource all my
control, okay.
soldering.
I use one of
Well,
these.
I actually ripped open a whole battery and fixed the
Yeah,
fixed the
I've done
melon
that too.
on it.
Yeah, you're nuts. Now, I will do a NiCad, but I will not do LiPo. I'll put it that way.
iCad's like working
hey,
with
there's the car I wanted to buy, but Jack didn't
Big
want to sell me.
battery.
now forget about all these little motors.
Driving
you
it?
bought. Forget about all these motors you guys are all buying. This is the real deal. Tank's eyes gonna pop out.
Yeah.
Now have a check this out.
I love that thing.
Oh, there it
Look at
is.
that. That's a real motor. Look at that.
Ooh, yeah.
I love that thing.
That's the 540 can sticking out of the hood.
Yep.
And
Is
it's
that
actually
yours,
a
Jack?
pulley.
I shall mute
It
the
used to
music.
be.
Don't drive.
Yeah, it's pulley drive. Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know how I'll make a bigger tank. I don't know. But I'll make a bigger on YouTube sort of. This is a 2015 tank. Have a look at the year.
Man. You can set up again.
Biggest mistake I made selling that, but hey, things happen, you know. That was just a bad. I mean, I got good money for it, but now if I still had it, that's over $1,000.
Now, I asked Jack to buy it from him. He says, no, I'm not going to sell it. And then a few months later, he turned around and sold it.
Yeah, it was a stupid. It was seriously. It was a stupid sale. Seriously, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Because then I lost the collection out of all the GVs I had.
Hmm.
Have a look at this. Check this out for parking, guys. Look at this parking coming up. Now I stuck the heat sink on top of the motor.
Okay.
I actually put the heat sink on top of the motor there. Check that parking there. Watch this. Look at this. Look at that. What a beast.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. It was a mistake. I know. How do I stop sharing? Okay, you did.
I stopped it for you.
I know the feeling. I just sold one of
Yeah,
my
it was just a
semi-trucks.
stupid. It was just a stupid. It's a stupid sale. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
sold the red
yeah,
night
it's
collar.
okay.
on.
I hope you're still rocking
Yeah,
out, Floyd, brother. Mr. J, who is Mr. J's RC? Did he change his name?
Mr.
Yeah.
J's Mercedes.
Mr.
Mr.
J's
J RCs? Did he
I'm not
change his
sure.
name?
James, does
No
James-
idea.
Well, he seems to know about my guitar.
Yeah.
The Floyd going on there.
You know, Jack, I had a huge box of model parts, and I'm like, this was a long time ago. I'm like, I'm not going to do anything with this. I threw them away.
You threw them away, right? Yeah.
I've got all my dad's old model parts still sitting in boxes in the closet.
Here we go. We'll
Yeah.
subscribe to him.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, I had them from my brother-in-law and,
okay.
Oh,
Mr.
that's
Tweezer-
RC Fun's diversion.
Yeah.
Okay, years ago.
Oh God, I haven't seen him for. He's from the UK. I haven't seen him for ages. Wow, how you doing, mate? That's what I thought. I thought because he knows my guitar, and I didn't recognize the name.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
Cool.
Was
Good to
it?
see
Yeah, I
you.
remember
Yeah,
him.
good to see you, mate.
Well, crap.
Was Mr. Jack?
Dave of RC Patrol is there also. Jack, what's up? Hello,
Not
everyone.
much. Not much,
I don't know,
really.
Guru.
Bugger all. Yeah, that's RC Fun's diversion. He was more into the quads and stuff.
Yeah. RC Master is going to bed. He's about to pass out. See you later.
Good night, man.
I should be going to bed soon since this is Comic-Con weekend.
Oh, so if you guys do like Trail Crawler RC is put shut out in one word, it will put a link to your YouTube channel so people can go sub. Nightbot is hard at work.
Ow.
GNCRC, if ever you're available, you can come and chit chat about tools, especially for the 124th. You do need a couple other tools in the 124th. Another thing that's very useful in the 124th is a magnifying glass because everything is pretty small.
And a flashlight.
Flashlight, yeah.
Flashlight.
Even in 1/10, I do have a flashlight here, right here beside my desk. So
And maybe a magnet too.
I have 3 or 4 of them.
I
sitting here.
got that here
I
too.
fix it on the tile.
I have this thing as a magnet, like it's like on a pen.
Yeah.
Like when I'm working and all of a sudden it goes click and then it falls on the carpet on the ground. I go shoot, and then I take my magnet out and then I just drag it on the carpet everywhere until I hear click, and then
Corey also gave me an excellent
I haven't taken
Magnet
it
on a
yet.
stick.
tip,
I still got that in the package.
and that
That is
is
the best little tool there is out there right here.
that one.
This little wrench.
right. But when you're working on
That
24,
1/24th scale, Kurt?
put all the screws on a magnet and
No.
pull them off one at a time
Okay,
Yeah.
with tweezers.
with tweezers.
I just
the-
sorted up. Oh, go ahead.
And the good thing of putting a screw on a magnet for a little bit, it does get magnetized. So when you put it onto your screwdriver, it stays on because you've actually put it on the magnet. If you don't rub it or leave it too long on there, the magnetization doesn't last that long, but it's still there. So it's long enough for you to.
I don't know where the worst tool. You know what the worst tool is in the Tamiya kit? Is that clip tool that's supposed to put the C clips in. Oh, it's a joke. My mind's all bent up. I don't even know where I went.
Hey, Gabs, how you doing, mate?
What's up, Basher boy?
What's up, Gabe? I guess I'm lucky. This is the same thing as the Tamiya bit, but it's an old one that my dad had.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what it says on it. Let me see if I can get these last will work.
Tamiya has this screwdriver available. That's a number 2 screwdriver, Phillips, but it is a GST screwdriver, which means it's a Japanese one. And
Yeah,
let me tell you, it is not the same as a regular screwdriver.
that's right.
This is an Apex.
Why did I say?
492.
Why did I say that? It's not
Because
a
it's
different-
not.
It's a different head.
It's
Yeah.
a different,
Is it?
Yeah.
not as pointy.
The
different head. Is it different head?
It's not a Robinson. It looks like a Robinson, but it's not quite the same.
If you take a 2-point and you shave the tip of it off a little bit, file it down, it fits perfect.
Oh,
What
Yeah,
does it
like-
say on here?
This is an
Oh.
old thing. I mean, this is ancient.
Oh, yeah.
Apex 492.
This says 2 Phillips USA, but this
Yeah.
works. I built my whole truck with this one.
You got lucky.
I did
man.
with that, and I just shaved the tip of it down, just to file the tip down just a tiny bit, and it worked. Works
Oh.
great for all those
Because
screws.
the problem, Jack, is if a screw is very hard to screw and you use a regular Phillip, you're going to strip the head.
Too
Yeah.
pointy. Yeah.
And it's just painful. Sometimes you're trying and all of a sudden you notice it's starting to strip.
Yep.
I've tried so many times different type of screwdrivers. Some of them actually work better than others. But since I bought this one from Tamiya, I've had nothing but no trouble at all. So it does not strip a screw for this one. I am gonna go buy the number 1, which is a little bit smaller. I am gonna go buy that one soon. So
Hey, Half, what are you doing, mate? Good to see you, Halves.
AIS, yes.
Hey.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Corey's down the
What's going
bottom
on,
there.
Corey?
Yep.
Nothing much.
How you doing, mate?
Well, Will, how about y'all?
How you doing?
Halfwit
brother?
says the best tool is a plunger.
Yeah, don't. I've given you enough shout outs on that stupid video.
So,
I gave you a shout out in a premiere yesterday. I mean, come on, man. He got 1 million views on his plunger video.
Okay.
I've given you enough shout outs, Halves.
What plunger? What's with the plunger thing?
He
I
did
don't
a
wanna
dent.
know.
He did a dent repair. There was a car outside his work, so he put a toilet plunger, a bit of oil, and he popped the door back out and got 1 million views for it.
Yeah, you can do it once in a while, not all the time.
So this one, 1 million view out of the plunger.
Yeah, 1 million views. Don't give him shout outs anymore. I've given him enough. This bloke.
Oh, I'm not subscribed to him. There we
That
go.
what it disintegrated. He got 3.4 Ks for it disintegrated.
What kind
Halves your titles, mate. What's that burgers and fries there? You got 300 views for that, Halves. Wow. Not bad. You see, his sub count went up after he got that 1 million views. He's out of New Zealand.
Okay. You're muted, Keith. I saw your mouth moving, but no sound was coming
Thanks, Tank. We got a big thunderstorm coming in here, so might
Okay.
be on and off. It's been raining last couple of 2 weeks every night.
Where's Green Frog? We haven't seen Green Frog in a bit. He's been on and off. He's been taking a break from
He
social media.
emailed me last week.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
has been pulling out, or not pulling out, but just staying back a little bit.
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
away.
He does show up here on the after hour show sometime.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
just
he sent
pops
me
in
the email,
and talks
yeah.
to us. But
Sometimes he lurks in the background.
Yeah, that's what he does. He lurks. I know he lurks in my when I do live on my food channel.
Yeah.
okay.
I do the same thing too.
Yeah, I know.
I was lurking at 6:30 the other day.
Uh-huh.
It's in the WhatsApp, Maz. Jesus Christ, that dude. Yes,
What's up, Corey?
every time. Every time.
John, what'd you break now?
A sentence
Again?
still.
Oh, okay.
What'd you break on it?
I blew a front shock out.
Oh, that happens.
How about you, John? Do you have any special tools for your racing cars, or is it just basically the same stuff?
I got a couple specialty tools that I use. The absolute craziness out of is one is the shock tool.
There you go. There's Kagan right
Second
now.
one.
See, you talk about someone who's there.
Yeah.
A
That's
friggin' pinion
interesting.
puller. Because
Where's
somebody's
Birdie?
always stripping a damn grub screw on a
Oh,
pinion.
yes, I hate that.
What's that?
I hate doing that.
Well, that's why I have
Yeah.
this.
That's,
Right.
I'm shaking my head.
This is
Yeah,
the-
I hate doing that.
This
What
is
is
the
it?
This is the replacement tool for the tool I broke, so I bought 2 of them.
That's
Okay,
a-
what is that tool for?
That's a pinion remover.
Pulling the pinion gear off your motor shaft.
When the screw is stripped?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a puller, in other words.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Like I said, it just unscrews out, and the tips. These side ones are different size tips, And the smallest one's in there right now for most of your, was it 3.25 or
Standard five,
whatever?
yeah, standard 540 can.
Yeah,
Okay, and that little notch goes behind
goes
Yep.
behind the pinion gear.
the pinion gear, and when you push, when you screw that in, it actually pushes on the
You're
pin.
pushing on the
Yep.
the center shaft of the motor.
Cool.
Then,
Like I said, I'm pretty much the last threads right here
yeah.
on it.
It
So
makes
I
it a lot quicker, right?
Oh, yeah, it makes it a lot
like I said,
easier.
you just tighten it down, and this will start to shift. And you'll have to do it again, line it back up a little, and then you just keep on, and then eventually you end up starting to like this. As soon as you see that thing starting to move,
That's it.
you got it in the next 3-4 turns.
Yep.
Cool.
Then you use something like this for changing tires.
Changing tires, but then you're like at the racetrack, like
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. Or you use it to spin the tire so you can put on the traction compound.
I got the same tool.
Mine's a cheapie. Mine's from Walmart. Hyper tough.
Mine's from Home Depot. It's a Ryobi, and it goes straight or curved like curves.
Ooh. Yeah, I got
Mine
one
does the
from
same
Harbor
thing.
Freight. I got one
Yep.
from Harbor Freight, but it's not it's only a curved.
This thing is only like $12, so
That's why I got my to-go bag or my travel bag.
So,
From Harbor Freight, Kurt.
Rye Guy asked a question. He says, I have a TF2 with Teraflex shackle and a sort of lift
flex.
to get more flex. What size of wheels and tires should I run? Question mark. 1.55, 1.7, or 1.9s?
Well,
Two
a
twos.
lot of that has to do with what body you have on the thing as well. If it's a Lexan or hard body.
Yeah, it's TF2 though, so it's
Cool.
a
If
hard
it's a
body,
TF2,
right?
it should be a pickup, the Toyota pickup.
Should
Yeah.
be, but who knows if he changed the body.
Yeah.
Something like that. Depending on, I'd either run 155s or 17s
Mhm.
with a under 4-inch tire, depending on where I'm running.
Well, if you stay class 1 and the maximum of class 1 is 4.19 tires that you can run on them. The size of the rim, that's 1.5, sorry. 1.55, 1.7, and 1.9s, that's the size of the rim. You can run pretty much any rim. It all depends if you want to see more rubber or less rubber. So you can fit pretty much some tires on pretty much any rims. It's hard work, but it does fit, but it all depends on the type of look you're looking for. I run 4.12s on mine, 4.19 on mine. Man, comes out of my head right now.
He's got the
but-
hard body midnight edition.
Midnight edition. Okay, so it all depends on the look that you want on it. I've seen some people even put bigger tires on it. I like small tires on my trucks. I like even smaller than 4 inches sometimes. There are 3.75 tires. Those look very good on the truck. It all depends. If what you want to run on it, the bigger tires, the more it's going to perform better, but then you kind of lose the skill aspect of it. So, and for the size of rims, whatever you want to run and whatever tires you want also, because different 1.5, you can actually get bigger 1.55 tires than the 1.9s.
Yeah.
So just shop around, get a nice feeling with it, but I would stay under 4.19. That's what I would do on any size of rims.
Yeah. As I said, under 4-inch tire for me,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, under 4 inches is not bad. But if you want to go a little bit bigger, stay under 4.19, which is just a little over 4 inch. Trail Crawler RC says if you're going to run it in class 1, lifting it is not going to play in your favor. That is correct.
Yeah, very true.
The problem with having a lifted body is you're changing the center of gravity a little higher, and momentum is a killer, which means even on shackles, because you got those shackle on it to give you more flex, as soon as it starts tilting, that's called momentum. You can't stop that tilting to keep going. So as soon as it starts tilting, it's just going to tilt and you're going to roll over. If you don't have those shackles, it stays closer to the ground and then it doesn't start tilting. But when it does, then you're going to lose it. So sometimes those shackles, yeah, they give you more flex, but on side hilling, flex is not good. It all depends what you do with it.
Now, since we're talking about center of gravity, and since there was a new Sen truck that came out today, what do you think? What do you think of it?
It's that
So
Sen
Ford.
truck. Yeah, it's a Ford, but it's a.
I think it looks cool. Just needs a little bit bigger tires.
Yeah, definitely some 2.2s.
Yeah, right.
Yes and no. I don't agree with that, but I like what they've done with it and the way they've approached it is because it's ready to be modified.
It's already got the multicolor light kit in it too.
Yes.
If that
I'm
kills
looking
me,
for it,
'cause I want
Tank.
to make my own.
So this is the truck we're talking about.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Now it does
Oh,
have
that's
a neat suspension the way they've done it, and it's got the 2 bars here, just like lifted trucks usually would have.
Yeah.
This is not a crawler or a trail truck. This
No.
was meant to be a on-road
Show truck.
truck.
right.
lifted.
Show truck. Yeah.
Or a tow truck.
Hold on, man. Tommy took it to the grass. I saw Tommy
And you know-
take it to the grass, bro.
Oh,
We
I
got a
know.
lot
it.
of them trucks. We got a lot of them trucks down here, and they got small tires like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
You
style.
did well.
Don't get me wrong. You can take it on the trails, but you cannot compare this and go on the rocks.
Right.
Compare with the TRX4.
Exactly.
It just won't. And plus, I don't think this is locked diffs.
No, it's open.
No,
So you're gonna have problems and issues. This truck was built to go on the road and to be a lifted truck, a show truck. It's got lights under it. It's cool. It's neat. But what are you really gonna do and use that truck for?
It's to tow stuff.
No, it's to be towed.
No,
it is to be told. Yes.
Hey, slight pause for the cause. Right guy had a question. I can't.
Yeah, he just answered. He answered what we answered him.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My apologies.
It's just like the low riders, they're fun, but
Yeah, if
It's
I
a niche
had that
market.
truck, I would have to have one of the Red Cat 6.4s for it to pull. Otherwise,
yeah, right.
it wouldn't really serve a purpose.
yeah.
No, actually, what you need to be pulling that with isn't the 6.4. Use that chassis, but get one of the new big body Cadillac bodies that they're doing and put on it.
Now,
Then tow it with that truck.
This is another car that has its own special niche on it also.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a hopper. This is a very detailed low rider that Red Cat's coming out with. And this is not for everybody.
No.
Are you going to be jumping this thing? Why not? I would. Carefully.
No, you just stick that on a shelf, mate. That's about it.
I see
yeah,
the rail
sure.
line. I see the
I'd be
rail line.
driving it all the
Stick it on
time.
a
Yeah,
shelf.
bounce
mate.
it around and that's it.
That's
It's
it.
drive
just
What do you
all
want
the
to do? Bouncing and this and that.
Well, it's just like my 64. I had my 64 in the dirt and the
Yeah.
rocks, and I was pulling wheelies with it, and I was doing burnouts in the dirt and making slow motion.
Yeah, I saw you completely destroyed it on the dirt,
No,
didn't you?
it's not even destroyed. It's still in very good shape.
Why would you put something like that on the dirt, though? Seriously, on rocks.
It was just to see if I could. But you got to be careful.
Look, listen. Don't worry about all these hoppers and boppers and whatever they call these You just worry about something like this, mate.
Worry about something like this.
Yeah, just worry about something like this. All right.
They don't even make
Don't worry
those
about
anymore.
don't worry about the
A
boppers and
rabid
hoppers.
They don't make
kangaroo.
those anymore.
Don't worry about the boppers and hoppers and that and all that sort of stuff, mate. You know, you
You
know,
gotta
what,
worry about
you
the
know what it's
hoppers
all
down there.
you know what it's all about, mate. I'm telling you. He
You
just
gotta
doesn't
worry
like.
about the
He
hoppers
just
down there.
he just doesn't like me when I show this thing either. Don't worry about that. That is when I first got the gimbal, and I had my mate on the bike.
Yeah.
He was riding his bike, and we had to put an extension for the gimbal, and
That's
it came
cool
out
shot.
really, really smooth as you know.
That's nice.
And I just had it like in, I think it was only quarter speed. I didn't want to slow it too much,
Cool.
but yeah, I set it up a bit too high that day. It's supposed to be lower than that. But yeah,
No,
you
it
worry
is-
about these boppers and hoppers.
Well, you gotta worry about the hoppers there, Jack.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that thing bopped and hopped?
That'd be cool, that's for sure. But I'm sure that body
You'd
would
still the
fit-
show if it bobbed and hopped.
Now that body would disintegrate. You bopped and hopped that, the body would just break, mate.
it,
I'm
it would
sure-
fit on the body of the Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo, that would fit on the Monte Carlo,
Yeah.
the
Chassis.
Red Cat lowrider. So
Yeah, that's I think 260. I think is the
Yeah.
It's two. I think it's. I'm sure it's a 260. I can't remember.
Should be.
Oh,
How you doing there, man? Happy to see you there, brother.
hey Maz, you're muted.
Muted.
Rookie.
Damn rookie mistake.
So
I always forget on tanks, man. Everybody needs to get in line with tank and mute me on the way in. It's a smart thing to do.
I'm leaving.
so-
It would have been comical if y'all would have just kept it going, just acted like you could hear me the whole show.
Next time, because you'll forget.
So this does have is lifted and does look like it's got small tires. But if you actually look at the SEN video that Tony made with them, the real trucks are the same way.
Oh,
The
yeah.
real trucks are lifted and they have smaller, low profile tires just like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Check out
Who made
extensive
that
metal
thing?
work.
Yeah, but they're missing the lift kit in the back is installed. It don't need to be installed in the back.
Oh, no squats.
That
Those
thing should have a damn 14-inch diesel tip hanging off the back of it and a damn squat.
No.
What?
As
No.
soon as I seen that truck this morning, I was thinking that. I go, I wonder how many videos we're going to see of this thing doing the squat.
110% you're going to see it.
Oh, you're gonna see
Yeah, I
it.
know. Tony already said he can make it squat. All he needs is a zip tie.
Yeah.
It's so easy to put a servo on there and actually put a rope or put a
Yeah.
Suck it down.
and have it compressed and then
Yeah.
come back with the springs. It would be so easy to do this with this truck. Having
Where
this
is
truck
my
in a
number?
64 hopping or that truck going up and down with the suspension and a hopper beside it, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Did you notice though how long the servo arm is on there?
Oh yes.
I didn't notice. I didn't pay attention to that.
It's a whole different system. You got to look at the system that's split.
Yeah, the
It like,
servo is right in the center and it's actually pointing back. And there's a big long servo horn that's about 2 inches.
45 millimeters.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah.
And it comes down to almost
what
the
she
bottom
said.
of the truck or the top of the axle, and it's got 2 arms coming to each side of to actually make it turn. So it's kind of cool how they've done it for the steering bump to eliminate that, but it's a different way of doing it.
Now, if you want to see some cool trucks that are built similar to that, Extensive Metal Works, they do some cool ones. They do wild tubing for the bracing for the shocks and airbags and all.
Now, the way that suspension is, I hope Tony comes on tonight and he actually shows us, because what I'd love to see is at full extension and you take that front end and you compress it, I really would like to see if the wheels goes like this.
But if it toes in or out, yeah.
Yeah, if it toes in or out, that's what I want to see. Because the way that suspension is made and that steering solver is made, I'm sure it does. So
Yeah. I can't, my
Do they-
phone died, so I can't check on chat anymore, so I'm dead there.
I was gonna say, don't they have pillow balls in them?
the what?
All right, Corey.
Don't they have the pillow balls in the ends on that?
Not sure.
Tank, I know you said it before, but I didn't hear you. Who makes that?
Send.
Sen.
Send? Send?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
S-E-N.
oh, okay. I've never heard of them before, so.
That's the Send 450 and Send 250.
Yeah, that's what you.
Okay.
The new one's the 250.
They've
Yeah.
been around for a long time. I've never even
With the
heard of
They've
them.
been around for a
450,
while.
yeah, with the
Really?
450, they've been
then,
around.
yeah,
We have RC84 film in the chat. No kids allowed.
yeah.
Don't forget.
Oh, is that the dually four-wheel draw? I mean, the dually 450?
The
Yeah.
450 is the dually and the
Okay.
250 is only two-wheel.
All right.
Right.
Yep.
But they coming up with the upgrade after market parts for both of them. So
Slowly.
you'll be able to. No, they already said it. I've watched multiple videos.
Harley
Yeah.
said, yeah, Harley said they
Yeah.
got stuff coming out.
I know they're coming. I'm just saying slowly.
Tomley already said they were coming out with the bumper and the rock lights.
And the
Well, of
kit, yeah,
course.
the lights.
Yeah.
Of course. What is the market? What is the market in RC, like in the lowrider or even in the sand trucks? What is the biggest market? Where do they make money? They make money on hop-ups. They make money on all the gadget and upgrades you're going to do.
Right.
Aftermarket.
Aftermarket. And that's
Yep.
why not the 64, but the other one, the 59, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's why they came out with a special edition first, which had or has all the hop-ups and only made 1,000 of them to sell them. And now this month they're coming out with the regular version to sell, but that one will not have all the chrome, will not have the smaller wheel. It will be as if you buy it at the showroom, kind of. So it permits you to put hop-ups, to make your own changes on it. That's what kind of the Red Cat is doing, which I find is kind of not ingenious, but very smart on their part to actually do.
Yeah.
And
I
they're gonna
mean,
make
if
some money
you
on it.
see some of the pages on Facebook and all with the modified Red Cat lowriders, holy smokes. Some of the
Yeah.
things they're doing with them, it's insane. Some of the paint jobs, they're making replicas of real cars. I love. I love seeing it. But some of the work they're doing is even more intense than what you do on the real lowriders.
You know who else is making a killing on the aftermarket is these Tamiya trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
There's some expensive stuff on these, man.
Oh yeah.
And you haven't even scratched the surface, Keith.
Yeah. Well, my itch was scratched from my wife, and she said, "That's it."
Scratched it for you, did she?
Yeah. With a 2x4.
As long as there are no nails in it, you're good.
Yeah.
So,
And if there is, it's just speed holes.
yeah, right. Aerodynamic lightning.
I'm coming out with rear lift kit deletes.
You would. Good grief.
They'll come with a cursor, last name decal for the back window.
So Maz, do you have any special tool you use for your RCs, or what is your favorite tool that you actually use? Little tiny.
These are MIP speed bits or speed, yeah, I guess speed hex. And then I use their drivers as well.
Okay.
I got my 050s downstairs because I was putting a carbon cheat code together today to make a video. But I got a bunch of other ones. Hey, let me hold that thought. I'm gonna come right back.
Okay.
Right back.
Do that.
Okay. Yeah, but do.
RC84 says, I will try to make them better. I think he's talking about his video. Oh, they're pretty good. Why do you need to make them better?
Hey, AZ, off the top of your head, you know how long that tanker is?
No, I don't.
Cool.
That looks good.
How long the tanker is? What do you mean? How long the trailer
Yeah,
is?
yeah, the
Thank you,
trailer of
sir.
the tanker.
We figure they're 48 feet, right?
1/14 scale.
So 1/14 scale of that.
If
What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about?
Fuck you.
I'm looking it up real quick for you, Keith.
Yeah, I'm going
Oh,
there too
thank
right
you.
now.
Thank you.
Good luck trying to find one, and if you want one, it's
I'm gonna
650
build
bucks.
one. I'm gonna build one. I got the aluminum and everything. I'm just trying to find the, I'm gonna probably use PVC pipe for the tank.
It doesn't have any dimensions that I can find on this page.
Might make it just like 3 feet or
So which truck are you
something
looking
like that.
The tanker trailer
The
right there.
tanker right there, tank.
Yeah, this probably does not have the specs on them. Length 814 millimeter.
Okay.
Now let's see how much that is. 2-inch. 32 inches.
It says 3 feet.
No, 32.
Oh, 36 inches is 3 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 32 inches. If you make it 36 inches, it won't be to scale.
Yeah.
Gotta be
Actually,
32.
depending on what tanker you're making, yes.
It's gonna be KB's Got Gas.
Oh,
You know, they
I mean,
have
what-
Texaco on this, you know, the Texaco and Exxon and stuff on there. It's gonna be KB's Got Gas.
you know they have pills for that. Eh?
Yeah. No, I was talking about what style of tanker, because there are other different style of tanker trailers.
Still there, Mr. Tamaya?
Yeah. I don't know if Hercules has a tanker.
It's not gonna be exactly like them because I'm not gonna be able to find the round edges, you know, for the PVC pipe. So I'm gonna do some other stuff, but it's gonna be close enough.
Don't forget, you gotta heat your PVC pipe so you can squish it so it becomes oval a little bit.
Oh,
It can't be perfectly square, round, I mean,
And what's that for?
to do a tanker truck,
tanker.
kind of truck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit off scale, but
Okay.
why did I
Nick Baker, what's going on?
do that?
yeah.
Me?
So Tank, I'm back. Sorry for the delay.
Okay.
This is my tool of choice.
Okay.
It's my go-to. Takes the speed, the MIP, you know, any 1/4-inch speed tip.
Cover on.
But I like this guy. I take apart and put together so much stuff every week. This thing saves me a ton of time. Gotta be
No.
careful with it though.
Yeah, that was, I was gonna say, how many screws have you stripped at the beginning when you started using it?
This one, I haven't at all, because this one actually has a good clutch on it. Like you can hold it by hand on the lowest setting. And it's got 2 speeds. So it's got a really fast speed, and then it has a really low speed. So I usually don't run them in all the way with this. I get them to where they're like a couple turns away, 5 turns away, and then I finish it off with a driver.
Cool.
So
Makes sense,
Yeah.
and it's safe to actually do exactly what you're saying, is you look at it and you're driving it, but you stop before you get to the end, and then you finish it off with the driver. I actually explained that to a lot of people at the beginning on some of my videos and my builds. When you're screwing a screw in the plastic for the first time, if you take that screw out right away and you feel that screw, it's friggin'
Warm.
hot.
Yep.
It's warm or it's hot, and that's because it's creating friction as it goes in, which means when you're getting close to the end, that plastic is hot. So if you don't stop, you're going to strip it just like that, because everything is hot. So you do have to be careful on the first time you drill something in plastic.
I do not even use, I use the low setting on this, because if you use the high setting on this on a long screw, it'll almost melt the plastic because it goes so fast. So I don't even use it on high unless I'm on like beadlock screws or something like that, where I'm putting a bunch of screws in at one time and I know I'm just barely running in. So I'll blip it and it's pretty much all the way down by then. But I come from a mechanic background, so it's the same thing as I would run everything up with an impact gun or an air wrench real quick and then tighten everything down, you know what I mean, by hand.
Torque it down, yeah.
So, yeah, I made a video today telling people about 13 times that you don't need a 3/4 inch breaker bar, you know, to put a chassis together.
No, just a 3/8.
Yeah, 3/8.
Speed bit, speed handle.
Yeah, they go to about 100, so you're probably good there.
Yeah.
But I do the MIPs. I dig all the MIPs.
Yeah.
Man,
Too much
I
for me.
should have put that. That's something I may go shoot tonight and add to this video. Because I tell people the screw kits, for instance, that I sell on my website, I went through a few different vendors to get samples of their screw kits, because the screw kits that I was telling people to go buy on Amazon, I didn't even like, because they were so loose, even on an MIP. So, you know, if a screw's loose on the MIP, it's way out of spec.
Yeah.
So I had about 3 or 4 vendors send me their kit, and only one of them fit every size to an MIP driver. So you can literally turn it upside down. It holds it. You don't have to worry about it. It's stuck on there until you mean to take it off. So I like the MIPs. I've had a few different ones, and they're kind of hit or miss. They might be good for the first little bit, and then they wear out.
They are very expensive, though. They not for everybody that's on a budget. But for years, I went
buy one at a time.
Hey,
I say I would just buy one at a time.
Yeah, you could buy one at a time. It makes it easier. Yes, I bought the kit of 3 a while back, and man, I was surprised at the price. But I said, hey, I've been changing bit too often on the other kit. I said, I'm going to try it. So I did buy it, and I use it once in a while. I don't use them all the time. I find myself using them is when this guy by Dynamite starts stripping the screw, just like yesterday. I was working on a motor, and the little screw off the pinion didn't want to come out. It skipped on me. I go, shit. I went, got my MIP, took a probe first, and cleaned the inside of that screw very good. And then I popped the MIP in there and then pushed really hard on it and unscrewed that pinion gear, and it came out. So I use the MIP to actually get those hard to remove screws. That's what I usually do.
Yeah. I will say I've used an 050, which usually every other one I've had is worn out really quickly.
Okay.
I've used it for, I don't know, 6 months, and I don't see any deviation from how it felt new. Like, it still feels just as, you know, and the tip and everything looks just as clean as it did.
Good.
But yeah, you are right. That's probably $130 just in that Ziploc bag right there. So
yeah,
they're not cheap.
Yeah.
Like I said, I do come from the car side, so I do understand the snap-on versus, you know,
you buy it once and then that's it. You don't have to worry about it again for a long.
Hey, Guru, what's
time.
my saying?
Like,
buy once, cry once, man.
My first ones. Yeah.
I say it all the time.
A couple of times and that was it. So
man, I probably went through 4 different tools before I broke down and bought the MIP stuff.
Right.
For my good stuff,
I'm talking about
like-
just here.
for like what Frank is saying, he was doing, getting the hard stuff out. I've got Snap-on, Mac, and Matco bits that I can use for that stuff. Other than that, I'd rather stick with what I got from Brian and some of the other stuff I've got that I've accumulated just for everyday use.
Yeah.
Because I'm as budget as I can be, especially right now.
100%.
So that's just my thought on it. I inherited all that stuff, the Matco and Mac stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that helped out a little bit on not having to buy it.
Yeah.
But the MIP stuff, I didn't see anything different between that and what I already had from those companies. So why bother?
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I'm probably in a different position anyway, because I do it literally every day, all day long. You know what I mean? I'm doing something, and it's all 050 pretty much.
Yeah.
Which they're so small, they wear out so quick.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I do it. But Guru got turned on to one. I think it changed his life.
Yeah.
He liked it.
Yeah.
It's crazy that a driver is that much. I mean, like literally, I'm not like I said, I was a mechanic. I bought certain stuff Snap-on. Hey, the rest of the stuff came from Harbor Freight. I ain't gonna lie, but if it was something I knew I was gonna abuse every single day, I bought Snap-on, So
Rip off.
I'm about to get a 1.5 in MIP. And those are my two most used tools, my 050 and my 1.5.
Oh, yeah.
The other tools I'm okay with. My Duratex and Dynamite and all of those. I have those in 2.0. 2.5 and better, because the 2.0, 1.5 always wears out for me.
Nick Baker says, I haven't checked, but Send It RC makes a good hex driver kit. But 3 racing kit and never a, I guess he's got 3 racing kit for gas and nitro, and half the cost of the MIP and stronger. So
Okay.
there is some.
I'm all about trying something. What did he say that was?
Send It RC.
Yeah, Send It RC or
3
3
racing
racing kits.
Yeah, I'll check them out for sure. Hey, I do have a question though. So, I ordered a body for a 24.
Oh, poor you.
Huh?
Poor you.
Yeah. But I feel like that's pretty big, man.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
no, it fit. It is going to fit on top of it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was worried because I didn't know if I'd be off on the wheelbase. I think it'll be good though.
You just need another one. You need to make another truck. You just need.
What is that, a Cherokee?
Oh, I could put another one in the back.
You need
Is that a
another
Cherokee?
roller.
Cherokee truck, right?
It's Cherokee. No, Cherokee.
Okay, how much you want for it? Just ship it to me.
Oh, it's the Cherokee thing. Yeah.
I'm an extra. Hey, I showed Guru the other day my 1-to-1. So I'm gonna try to do a 1-to-1 replica if I ever get a tent scale. That.
Yeah.
I just saw this.
No, if you do anything, do it with not a Necto, but do it with a Team
Sendero?
Associated platform.
What?
The Sendero, the trail kit that they have,
Trail Walker.
trail walker or something like that. One of the
TRX Sport.
No.
What do y'all think? It's an Endura body though. What's the thoughts on it? They look like they were halfway decent.
I've seen them in person. They look decent if they're done upright.
Right.
The molds and everything look real clean.
No,
Yeah.
do not use a TRX Ford for that. That's the worst thing you could do. It's way too high, too jacked up. and the axles are going to be too wide.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you right away, your tires stick out. What you use is here from Element.
Dearly noted.
You go to Element and you go to Vehicles, and you can actually buy the kit.
Chassis kit.
There it
That's
is,
what I built.
Euro Trail Truck Builder's Kit.
And that's a real nice kit to build, and the shocks on it are amazing.
Yep.
And it's $249, very affordable. That's US.
Oh, what you're
So-
telling me is I should back up and punt.
Back up what?
I should back up and punt.
Yes,
Yes.
I can't
so
do
that
it.
kit, I
join
did
us.
the version 1, and I helped with the version 2 when I was at the shop, and they go together so well. They've got the different overdrive, underdrive you can do in the transmission already. Plus, if you need to mirror the transmission or do other different things to it, it's already there in the kit. You have the parts for it. All you gotta do is follow the instructions and set it up the way you want. So they're a great kit to build, and they handle very well out on the trails.
All right, so tell me this. If I'm asking for a friend, so say there was a buddy of mine that was getting a TRX 4 Sport.
It's a good truck, but it's too wide for that body.
So would it be better off to go with one of their bodies for that truck if I wanted to change from the sport body?
Yes,
So stay with their Lexan with the bolt-on accessories?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna still keep the XJ because it's an XJ. It's
Yeah.
a Cherokee.
I thought that was for your buddy.
It is for, yeah, I'm saying this. Well, I got to get him another one, you know?
Oh, okay.
You don't have to. But I'll keep this one since I like a XJ.
Yeah, no, that's a good one to build up, get it
is.
ready, take your time, set it up how you want it, paint it the way you want it. That way it'll be ready to go when you get the chassis to put under it.
Okay, so tell me this, and I'm curious because I'm curious what Tank's going to say. So I had a Cherokee that was on 33 1250 MTRs. It was on wide wheels though. It was 12-inch wheels back in the day.
Okay.
So it was a deep dish wheel, 33 12.5. What wheel size, tire size for 10th scale?
For that one,
Well, if
Oh.
you go 10th scale, you just multiply everything by 10 or divide everything by 10.
Divide everything by 10.
So if you're saying that was a 35-inch tire, you said?
33.
33.
So you need to go at least like a 3-inch or 3 point, usually
7.5.
3.5 tires you can find pretty
Yeah.
easy, or a 3.75 tire are pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
There again, they come in different width and different, so there's a whole bunch of different tires you can find. Most of them are on 1.7 rims, but
Yeah.
1.7, you can actually make them stretch on a 1.55 or a 1.9. But you do have to be careful when you put them on 1.9, they kind of balloon a little bit. The side
Yeah, pushes the sidewall out.
Okay.
compared by putting it on 1.5, then it stretches a little bit straighter. So you get more choices of rims when you go 1.5 or 1.9s.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but depending on what look you're going for,
Yeah.
if you can find the right wheel in a 1.7 with the right width, that would look good with it. Especially if you're trying to go after the 12.5 width look.
If you're looking for a deep dish, then you go with a Sen Racing wheel. They have some nice deep dish Ascends. Those are 1.9. They're
Well, you
blue
got-
on it, but still nice.
You got the new Boom Racing wheels too.
Yeah.
That you can build up all those with the different centers and rims and all that. And they have up to 4 different offsets.
So the wheel that I picked was an R12 Boom Racing in all chrome because mine were on polished.
Then you'd be good with that one.
Yeah.
You just have to, if you do something like that, if you can find the 1.7 tire in the size you want to stretch over the 1.9, that would
Well,
look
it don't
better
have
for
to.
it.
It doesn't have to be perfect. Like what I looked at was a 4.2 because I want to do the same tire.
Yeah.
So a Goodyear MTR. I had these things back in like 2003,
Yeah.
2004, or whatever, right when they came out. But I was looking at a 4.2 on a 1.9.
Okay. But your real ones, were they stretched a little bit on the rims?
Yes, because it was on a 12-inch wide wheel.
Yep.
On
That's why I'm
12.5.
saying the 1.7 tire version on the
Oh,
1.9
it'll pull the
will
tire.
give you that look.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying now. Put a 1.7 on the 1.9 wheel.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see what they have in tire sizes.
All different
Well,
ones.
these are the
Let the shopping
Goodyears.
begin.
These are the Goodyear's Wrangler MTR.
Yes. Yes,
And
that's the tire.
it's on the 1.9 rims on this TF2.
And that what size tire?
That's a 4.19 tire on this one.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to go with.
Is that for the 1.9 wheel or the 1.7 wheel?
This is for the 1.9. This is a 1.9.
Yeah, if you do the
basically-
1.7, you'll get a little bit of a stretch, a
Okay.
little bit on the side, just
Yeah.
a hair.
So this is what I run
like-
on my TF2.
That's kind of similar tank to what I was looking to do or with the Cherokee whenever I decide to do that. The other questions about were for Buddy.
Now these axle are a little bit narrower. You can change your axle to these. These are the RC four-wheel drive. The only thing you have to worry about axle or the platform you're using is how wide they are.
Okay.
I know that the Enduro is a little bit narrower. This is much more narrower. It all depends what kind of look you're looking for. If you do want your tires to stick out of the body a lot,
Yeah.
there's different ways to do it. You can do wideners or you can just use wide axles.
Yeah.
When
Hey,
you're
can I just
using-
interrupt for a tick? I'm
Yeah,
going to
go
step down. So everyone have a good weekend. Everything good to see
All right,
everybody.
Jack.
Right,
See you later,
Jack.
Jack.
I'll see you all
Okay.
later. Bye, everyone in the chat.
See you, Jack. Thanks for dropping in.
No worries.
One thing you have to worry about using portals is not every rims that you out there fits on portals.
Yeah, they don't.
You gotta check, make sure you check the offset.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it will rub on the inside on some of them. So you do
Or
have,
won't even move.
yeah. So you do have to be careful when you're running portals. So that's why I'm saying I would stay when you're building
later.
something scale,
Then
try to stay away from the portals.
Yeah.
Go with a straight axle. So
Okay.
I mean, I love the portals on my TRX6, but that vehicle came with them as well. But for wheels, I had to go with a 2.2 so it would fit and clear.
I got you.
But the thing looks bad as it is, so. Oh, they're geared. I put the gear head 5 slots on it. So it's an
Now,
old
this
school 5
Toyota-
slot wheels.
this Toyota I had for 8 or 10 years now, and the body is all like it's cracked and it had better days. So I do have to change it. And the body you picked up is basically what I'm thinking of replacing it and putting on it. So
It seems to be a really nice, I mean, like all the parts seem really heavy duty feeling and real sturdy.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're decently.
Yeah,
thick
they are. I
plastic.
got one outside. Sorry, Jason.
So I initially, I wanted an XJ because of the 1-to-1, but for the weight purposes, I thought about doing the Comanche, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do the XJ.
They are heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured the truck would take down a little bit of the weight in the back, but
Maybe a hair.
yeah.
But no, it'll be a better looking setup when you get it done.
Yeah, I think so too. With the because mine had a nice roof rack on it and stuff like that. So,
oh, yeah.
I said Tank will be proud of me. I'm doing a trail truck. I did. I told Guru the same thing. I said, I want it. The 24s, I love them because of what they're capable of once you get them into this form. But on a 110, I really want to do like a trail style truck, something to just take good videos and go play around, run it up trails, do whatever. So
That's
And
why
just
I
like
love this thing.
that's week 2.
Old SCX10 version 1.
Heck
It's
yeah.
never let me down.
Cool.
And the only thing stock left on it are the frame rails and the cross braces.
Nice.
Cool.
I was gonna say, you changed out the transmission, right?
Transmission, everything. Yeah, boom racing, fat axle housings. So yeah, nothing stock on it except for the frame rails. I just got those wheels, so need to go get them muddy or dirty, I should say, since I don't have any mud around me.
Well, that's a good thing. You haven't been getting all that rain.
Oh no, we haven't gotten squat lately.
Oh,
No, next chance is maybe next week. So
Huge thunderstorm right now.
coming right along with that, huh, Keith?
Oh, yeah.
he's doing good.
I have a Boom Racing Vrx01 chassis in the box back here with a C-Max GCM chassis. So I
Oh.
got to build 2 trucks for a guy here from STCRC. So I got those 2 chassis to play with, and they're gonna have Range Rover on it.
That
So-
ain't fair.
Nah, he ain't ready for that one. Sean trying to get you to spend $1,000, man.
What do you say? I'm sorry.
Sean's saying put a BRX01 chassis under it and dollhouse the crap out of it.
Dollhouse it, like cake decorated.
No, dollhouse is with the scale.
You know how
Driver
little girls
is.
play with dolls? Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that.
You put a lot of little tiny dollhouse things in it, and just scale it out and leave it on the shelf and don't drive it.
Where do you buy
Like
doll?
Sean does.
Oh, everywhere, man.
No,
I mean, I can start going scale in another direction as well.
the other day when I told you go to USTE on
Yeah.
YouTube, those are dollhouse trucks more than likely.
See, this
Yeah, I'm
is
not
more.
trying to go that.
There
not
it
This
trying
is.
to go
this
that
is a
crazy.
dollhouse truck. See, you got little puppy on the front seat.
Oh Lord,
Doors
There's
open
a
up.
burger.
and
there's
that joint's
french
right.
fries.
Drive.
They
Mr.
got Mr.
there.
Bean driving.
Mr. Bean's driving on the other side. In the
'Cause he-
Where's your
rear,
Over
steering,
in
where's your
Canada.
steering wheel, Frank?
in the rear, I have fishes in there. I got cases of beer. I got
Ew.
tools, barbecue. There's all kind of stuff back there.
But where's the steering wheel?
It fell out.
On the wrong side.
It
It's
fell out.
gone.
Just noticed that it did fall out.
Oh,
I gotta look for my steering wheel. Where the heck did it go? I got my barbecue cans, but the steering wheel is actually gone.
Oh, shit.
dun dun dun.
Oh, Lord.
So,
Let me pull out the roof and see if it's inside somewhere.
no, Maz, I can go scale in another direction as well.
What is?
Go drifting.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I haven't got into the drifting side yet.
Found it.
I get crazy.
got
with
it.
drifting, too.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of the deals that they do for drifting for scale, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
And hopefully I'll be getting my new project here soon. It will be another drift chassis.
Oh, so I
Only
just,
way I do drifting is if I can get a Baron.
I just pulled up Boom Racing, so I guess that BRX01 is a Boom Racing product.
Yes,
That
it
is
is.
correct.
Oh, that's weird. I was pulling it up to look at the wheels that I was liking. I didn't realize that was their truck.
Yeah.
See, I believe these are 1.7 tires, but with 1.9 rims.
Okay.
That looks about right, yeah.
So
See how it
these
comes out
tires
to the
are
side
very
a little bit?
narrow.
Yeah, I don't know about the. You're talking about how like it bubbles more.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if I want it to bubble like that. I like it on that build, but the way I'll bring a picture on one night and show y'all the one, and you can see it.
Yeah.
But the wheels I was looking at was the Pro Builds.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
R12s.
Those are real nice. I know which ones those are.
Like a 12 hole.
Yep.
Real clean, simple pattern.
Yep. Very simple, very classy.
Yep.
Hey, dirt.
What's Dirt talking about?
This SCX 24 has 40-ounce beers.
Why ain't Dirk in here?
I don't know.
What wheel is that, Frank?
That's a GCM Racing.
That way
That's
we can
nice.
spotlight him.
I don't know. Dirt. I put it in the three-way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the WhatsApp. He in WhatsApp and he in the three-way chat.
So the BXR or the I don't even know how to say it. Whatever.
VRX01.
VRX01. Is it really good because all the weight's up in the front?
It's a nice chassis.
It's a scale chassis. It's a scale truck. It's not meant to be a pro rock crawler.
Yeah.
It's meant to perform and look like the real one or a real truck.
Okay.
So it handles amazingly. Like it handles just like a truck on the road. It will handle very good. But don't put it against a TRX-04 because you won't win. You won't go the same place they will.
Yeah.
That's because your center of gravity is not the same. There's so much not the same, but it will look very scale.
I got you.
Just like my Range Rover does. When I put it on the ground, that thing looks very scale.
Okay.
Just two different complete vehicles compared to that in the TRX4 or anything else.
Okay.
But it is a much more expensive chassis, but it looks more scale. The Enduro from Team Associated is more competitive. In other words, you can do more stuff with it, but I would not run the 100mm shocks that come with it, or even the 90 on your build. I'd probably put 80mm shocks just to bring it down just a little bit. It's still going to look jacked up, but it's still going to look good.
Yeah, and they do have different version or different length shocks available for that kit that you can buy aftermarket or after the fact from them, I should say. The stock shocks work so nice on that thing. It was just, it sucked as long as they were. That's the only thing I didn't care about it. But after I got rid of my chassis, I found that they did have the shorter ones through the factory. So I could have bought the size I wanted to drop it down.
Right.
So yeah, get that kit and then get the size shocks you need to get it sitting right, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some different stuff, it looks like.
Yeah, I loved mine. I took it up on a run up north one time, and it did great right off the bat. I didn't change anything.
But
It
it
was
is nice.
Too tall for me for what I wanted.
Oh yeah, but it is nice to have a truck that looks scaled. In other words, I call it a grocery getter truck.
Right.
It's a truck that you drive right off the lot of a dealer, and you go get your groceries with, or you would go. It's not a modified truck. It's nice to have one of those in your collection.
That's my semi truck.
That's your semi truck.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull that thing down next week and take the wheels off it and polish them up. I haven't polished them since I bought them.
But let's see if I can get that Vrx01 chassis out of here real quick. Now, I did not build this, so I have no idea what it has. I never really looked at it. but this is a Vrx01 chassis. And it's got the transmission in the front that looks like a real transmission.
Yep.
Right in the center, so you can actually put a scale mover printout, put it in front.
Nice.
This one has, not sure I like the shocks on it. Oh, they're leaking already.
Yeah, fun.
Fun. Like I said, it's the first time I look at this chassis. I am gonna go over it and make sure everything is fine. It's got a little servo in the back,
Okay.
or I guess it's for shifting gears.
Yeah, 2-speed. I believe.
Yeah, it looks like this thing's got 2-speed. So it's interesting, but it's very low chassis. Like you can see here, it doesn't go high like another chassis. It's a little higher in the front. This one has this suspension. You can actually go with a leaf suspension in the back or a suspension like this.
Oh, it's got trailing arms on it.
Yeah. So this one has no, well, it's not trailing arm. They're just links.
Oh, is it links? I've got you on the group, so it's hard for me to see it from here.
The geometry on this is stupid. I don't know if the guy did it right, but the lower links are lower. The lower links are actually hooked up higher than the lower link. Something's wrong with this. This is not, I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'd bring up the instructions and check it out.
Yeah, this is not right at all. The front ones are good. You can see the front ones, how they are. They're nice and straight.
Yeah.
The two links, but the back one, it's doing an X. I've never seen that before on the rear end. So this guy really screwed up the links.
That's why you got it to fix it.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of stuff I got to go with that. But see, what was your price, Maz, on Boom Racing for this chassis?
Oh, let me look. Hold on 1 second. Looks like.
Hey, somebody in the chat, please handle that.
What's going on? I'm not a mod anyways, so Frank, if something's going on in the chat, check
Yeah,
out.
I'm not a mod. That's why I said somebody in the chat, please handle that. Nude HD.
It's $555. It's double the price.
Yeah. And this is a GCM Racing C-Max chassis. So this is the C-Max, which you could tell. There's a lot of holes, a lot of different things, much longer chassis. So you can
What's
do
going
a
on,
different
Tony?
body. Axles are actually narrower. Oh, they're about the same size for the axle. But this chassis, American, is going to be almost the same one as this one.
Okay.
And these are meant to be scale. But when you look at the shock and the shock tower on this is high and this is very low.
Right.
These are actually 50 or 60 millimeter shocks. So GCM, and plus it's coil spring. It's got coil and shocks. I don't know if you can see the coil springs right there.
Yep.
So this is meant to be more scale on the GCM chassis. Like, it's crazy how you can actually go scale on some of these things.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is nuts.
These two are very nice chassis to play with. But Canadian, you're looking at about $700 for this chassis.
Okay.
US, it's much less. Now, it's crazy.
Mine actually corrected, gave you the correct orientation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those links are not good. And just like another truck I picked up from him, from Justin, he bought that truck. It looks good. He bought it off Facebook. It looks great. The body on it, the way he painted it, the way it sits, it looks awesome. But man, the geometry of it sucks for the suspension and the way he's done the links. The pumpkin at the back is not high enough. It's not straight. It's actually pointing up. So you're going to get wobbling on that truck. There's a whole bunch of
run the cantilever shocks.
yeah, and he's got 4 links in the front, and he's got chassis mounted servo. he's got shocks in there with inner spring, and the body is so heavy. As soon as he puts that truck down, the shocks are gone. There's no more shocks. You hit the hood and there's no more suspension on that truck.
Yeah, that's nice.
Those are
Those
nice.
are wheels.
That looks good.
Yeah, nice rims.
So I think they can be flipped. They have
Yeah.
different hubs and all that craziness.
Yep. There's 4 different offsets available.
Different rings and all that. All
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Different weight rings and everything.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's about as close to my 1-to-1 wheel as you can get.
Cool.
Sweet.
I don't feel like they're a bad price on those wheels either.
No, not for what you get, and the quality on them is really nice.
Yeah. Oh.
We've actually got a couple different people that work for Boom Racing that live here in town.
Okay.
And I've talked to a couple of them out on the trails when we meet up on different runs. Real nice guys, and they're really into making sure everything is done right.
What? What's up? What? What?
Dan, first thing I see when hopping on Facebook is a squatting Sen 250.
Oh,
You're welcome.
hush, Matt.
It was bound to happen, yeah. Hey, Tony, get in here and show us the Sen 250. I want to see if there's, when you push on that front suspension, if the wheels goes like this in the front.
Yeah, what's it do toe-wise when you squat the suspension in the front?
Damn you.
Oh, he says kids just went to bed. Late night here. Cool. Oh, he might go live tonight. He usually goes on with Talk Your Face Off.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna be falling asleep just after this is over.
Oh yeah,
That was last night. Tuck your face off.
it was
Yeah.
last night.
Oh, was it?
I was gonna say, so
Yeah, he was working on the Rock Pirate, the Pirate Rock, the Rock's Pirate or something.
Turn it back on.
Chris still in the chat?
Who?
China.
RC84.
I think he left a while ago.
Oh, okay. I'll send him a message later.
It's past his bedtime.
And don't forget, Sean still has those tickets for sale for the 3 trucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Three trucks for $20. Mind you, you don't get 3 trucks for $20. You only get one of them.
3 chances.
If you win.
3 chances.
3 chances to win a truck
Uh-huh.
out of 80.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rye Guy says, by the way, the new Sen is built, it looked like it was built for squatting in the mid.
In
LOL.
mind.
In mind.
Like they built it so people would squat it.
Yeah.
Which is probably the case, but that's stupid as all get out. It's also illegal here. You have your truck down more than what it is from being loaded up, and you get pulled over and get a ticket here.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's as if these are actually meant to go straight, like just like a monster truck. If you go
Yeah.
straight, it will.
Yeah.
It is cool, that's for sure. It's different.
Yeah. Yep. No, do it here, you get a ticket because you put the front end up like that, you can't see correctly, so they say it's a hazard. So nope.
just tell them the rear is fully loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, like what oh, what is it? Texas Metal guys
Yeah,
do with their trucks for their builds.
yeah. They
Those-
build it to emulate the show truck, not
Yeah.
to squatted truck, not,
Extensive custom.
no, it is a different niche of client and a different type of client that people are gonna have. But I already hear the people are gonna say, well, I bought it and I don't use it because I can't do nothing else but just drive it on the road. So people are gonna wonder what to do with it. It's just like my 64. I like it. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I don't use it every day because it's not something I use every day.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean. He's got his Hummer there on the table.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, what that stand for? Noble Young Cunt.
What?
He had NYC representative on there.
Oh, yeah.
11 Charlie.
11 Charlie. New
Oh.
York representative. Oh, did you guys see that box he had there? What was it? Oh, Vrx01, the special edition one.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, number 9 or something like that. It's a real low single number.
It's not even open yet. It's still shrink wrapped.
Yep.
I thought he started that build already.
You're
No.
supposed to start the semi truck.
Oh, the semi truck is gonna start tomorrow night. I have so much to build. I still have this freaking thing to build as well. Like I still have this thing to build.
Okay, the XT4.
Well, I got the build, but I'm gonna start this build tomorrow night. This is the build I'm gonna start.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Yeah, you are going to be very busy.
What's that?
You are going to be very busy.
I know, yeah.
And Maz, that's a semi truck. That's what you should build next, also, Maz.
A semi. I like semis, man. I always wanted to. I did a lot of scale models.
Okay.
And I always wanted to do a custom rig.
They're
like
a blast. They're a blast to do.
I wanted like Eagle with like
that
Chuck
one.
Norris riding it
Like
with
that
a
one.
spear and like dragon breath coming out the Eagle. That's what I
Yeah.
wanted.
You do that one. Nice big racker.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
That's like,
brother.
that's like European style.
Yeah.
That thing weighs a ton. Weighs a ton.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Sean. Tried to pick up this thing the other day. It's like, holy shit.
That friggin' that tow truck though, with the weight of the actuators on the back and the winches and everything, fucking crazy.
It's heavy. And
Yeah.
you got to have multiple batteries ready to charge and ready because it will suck it down with that weight.
Yeah, but it's not too bad though. I'm running 3S. Like so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You don't
put
need to
a-
run that on 3S.
I put a 5200 3S in it. You know?
I don't know. I run 5200 2 cells in mine.
Yeah, but I can do 2S or 3S. I made sure all the stuff I put in it is capable of doing 3S. So
Yeah. What ESC did you use?
the Hobby Wing, the 1080.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
I
the
mean-
1060 in this one.
But the 60, there was a 60 amp ESC in it, but the 60 amp ESC wasn't capable of running
No.
everything in it.
No, not for that. Not for all those. No,
Yeah.
for the 60 is good for like the King and Night Hauler and all like that. Just a basic truck.
Yeah, yeah. The
But with all the
wasn't
extra stuff with that
capable of running
Tow
everything.
truck, it ain't good.
Yeah. I just had this one's still sitting on the table because when I was doing that raffle video,
Yeah.
one of the raffle trucks.
Oh,
I haven't. This thing's never even got a battery in it.
Hmm.
But
Was
they're really,
that the Hummer?
yeah,
Yeah.
but they're really cool. And like, all the doors open and everything. The interior is sort of awesome. But they're all just becoming shelf cleans, so that's why I raffle them off. Like, so.
Oh, yeah. I modified one of those a little while ago for a friend. I put a 1080 in there and a RC6 GS pistol grip remote control.
Okay.
And he really likes it. He went on the trails with it. He says it handles very good.
Yeah, like every video, because it's so front. Like, look at the underneath of it, the detail even on the underneath, all the exhausts and everything, and
Yeah.
it's independent. It's independent front and rear suspensions too. Like,
Mhm.
so it does handle really well. This one's fully upgraded with the light kit, the sound kit, everything is in this one. Like,
Yeah, the one I worked on also did have it.
yeah. Well, this one's up brand new. Look, I never even the mirrors aren't even on it. Not they're all
Yeah.
still in the packages in the box. Like all the tools that come with it. Like that's how new it is. The plastic is still even on the handle of the box, and everything is still that it comes with is in the box still. Not even
There's
open.
the other one. There it is.
That's a part of the raffle trucks too. That's part of the raffle.
Cool. Oh.
Cool.
Tomorrow, Sean, if you don't have 3/4 of that semi chassis done, we got an issue.
Why?
Because building the base chassis should only take you about 45 minutes.
Well, that's because you built so many of them before. This will be the first one I'm building.
What
but
truck
that's-
are you building, Sean? Sorry, AZ.
No, he's got one of the Euro style trucks. He's got a short
Oh.
wheelbase truck, double.
Okay.
How long did it take you, Keith, to do your base chassis? Not the transmission, just the base chassis.
Oh, about 5 hours, 6 hours.
And don't forget, I'll be doing it live as well. So I'm talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from you building every other chassis you've done there, the only thing that's going to be a pain in the rump comparatively will be the 2 rear axles.
Yeah.
And then when you get to it, the transmission. The base chassis is super simple.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The base chassis should take you 45 minutes. Then the
Yeah, it
axles will
took me,
be on top of that.
that's the first thing I've ever built, so that's why
Yeah.
it took me a long time.
Yeah.
I know, but that it looks like
I know that's right, Keith.
it's like the first 2 pages alone is a
Take
lot
your
of
time, bro.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of building in the first 2 pages alone.
I even did it wrong. The guy that I was following put the rear end on backwards, and I did the same thing. And then he's like, oops, I put the rear end on backwards. I'm like, oh, shit. Now I got to take the whole thing apart again.
So let me see. There's 25, 35, 40, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58. There's 60 screws alone in the first 2 pages.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Now, Maz, here's if you go to Asia Tees, they have what's called Hercules. Much more affordable trucks. They have Tamayas and Hercules. That's the Hercules I got.
The green one right there is the one Sean has.
yeah, that's one I have there. Yeah.
That's the one you're building, Sean?
Yeah.
That's cool.
$405, $307 for this one.
But you
So
also,
they-
Sean, you've also got the tow truck there too.
Yeah, he's got this tow truck.
You use one of them single rear wheels and do a race truck.
Yeah.
They got the
That one right there,
Um,
that white one.
they got the Euro trucks for that. For
Yeah, that was a Euro truck one.
yeah,
TTO2.
TTO2 chassis, road course chassis.
But I got a load of upgrades already, like the center light. So when I'm building it, I actually got the center Mercedes light the light up one. I sent away to Europe, got a dashboard that lights up, so full light up
cool, man.
dashboard, everything that's gonna go in it like this. That's gonna be pimped out truck, but the doors all open on it as well. So the doors and everything will open on that thing.
Yeah, they look like that. Is that Lexan or
No, it's
no,
hard body.
it's a hard body. Yeah,
It's a
okay.
hard
It's just,
body too, yeah.
I don't know why I asked that. It's the same thing as this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's exciting. And the good thing about these actually come with full ball bearing kits. You don't have to upgrade the ball
Yeah,
bearing.
Hercules comes
correct.
with ball bearings.
Yeah.
So
That's
this
what I like
comes
about
with
your
full
Hercules.
interior, full everything, like, so it's gonna get, I gotta get a couple of little lot lizards though. So
So I'm building interior for mine right now.
The one I got is like this, but the doors don't open on mine. It's the older model,
Yeah.
but that new one is nice. But like
yeah,
mine, I think I got on special for 200 and something. But this, keep in mind, this is Canadian dollars. So US, it's much cheaper. Should actually change it.
yeah, that's why I got that's why I got like the light up lights, and then AC told me to get
See, 299 for that
the
kit.
aluminum things for the back, change that, not aluminum servo horn.
Yeah.
Okay.
The servo horn and then the chassis mount, the servo mount for the chassis.
Yeah. So I bought a load of upgrades straight off the bat with it. Like,
Yeah.
Were
I have
them
this-
lap blizzards too big, Sean, that I sent you?
they are, yeah.
Yeah.
I have this trailer here that I'm building. It's kind of cool.
That thing is nice.
That's cool.
Man, I want that truck in a
I
kit.
I want the trailer.
I have this. I have the truck here with the trailer, so that's
Do
why
they have-
I'm fixing this truck. I just finished putting the crane on it, and now I got to finish the trailer,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to put my tank on it, do a short video, and then call the guy, tell him, okay, I'm done with your truck.
Do they have them in tanks
If you
in,
keep
in
looking,
a kit?
if you
Yes.
keep looking through their tank, I think,
That's the trailer kit right there. 450
Well, I mean
bucks.
the truck.
yeah, but in Hercules Hobbies, keep going through Hercules Hobby stuff. Tank, they actually have a low boy,
Yeah,
their own low boy, a silver one that's actually cheap as well.
I didn't know Hercules Hobby put that in there.
That's new.
Oh, it's got a wrong picture. Sorry. 40-foot aluminum.
Oh, yeah,
You got
that's
the
way
picture.
wrong.
Yeah.
You order the 40-foot aluminum trailer and you
And
What
there
the
you get
hell?
into the expensive trailers right there.
Yeah, that's a low boy though.
Out here,
Yeah,
Hercules Hobby.
no, that's actually not bad. Like
No, that one's not bad.
Eric,
For that, like,
Not compared to the RC four-wheel drive.
so I gotta get myself one of them trailers.
you gonna do that for your trailer, Sean?
Well, I have a container trailer, but I'm gonna get one of them trailers too.
It's all aluminum, which is nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a nice trailer, like,
It's worth the money. Just I don't have the money to spend on it.
yeah.
Yeah, Hercules has some pretty nice stuff.
Yeah, I've got their triple axle flatbed trailer. And that thing's great. It went together awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what everybody said to me. Like, they said the trailer is harder to build.
Oh, look at that. The trailer's on special. The canister trailer here is on
Oh,
special for 268 instead of 600 bucks.
that's actually
Mhm.
cheap for that
Crap.
trailer.
That's
Yeah.
a good price.
In
Mhm.
stock too. Yeah, but what would be the shipping? That would be the killer.
Shipping's
Guarantee
actually
it's about 85, 90
That's the one I'm
bucks
gonna
shipping.
build. I'm gonna build that. Try to at least.
Y'all see what upper left and Crawl Daddy said in the chat?
I can't see a chat right now.
That's
I did
nice.
buy the axles in the leaf springs and stuff though.
Okay. You still need a few other pieces there. I'll have to see if I've got them to send to you.
Okay.
Say Tank got every RC collection. I mean, every RC type of RC that exists.
True. Who does? You.
You
No,
do.
I got one of those. I got one. No, I don't have all of them.
Between you and Brett, you're like, yeah, I have that. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Oh, here. Check this out. Oh, here.
So I like the weird old stuff.
Did that new Scania 770?
Oh, that thing is sick.
That thing is nice.
Later.
Mr. Dirt,
Dirt.
Guten Oven.
So what's cooking with you, Dirk?
How much? It's hot. No doubt.
There you are.
I went shopping, Dirk,
Crazy.
after we talked.
You're hot, or is it hot? Which one is it? Both? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said, yeah, you are.
I'm smoking.
Didn't even need to be said. I'm here. It's evident.
I mean, really.
I got my Kurt's RC shirt on. What else could it be? I mean,
Nice.
I respect a semi truck, but I never really understood what to do with them.
Oh, have a blast. Drive them.
That feels like the
Take a
topic of
trailer,
the
get a
night.
crane, load it up, drive it around,
Get a
bring it back,
forklift.
unload it. Yeah, I mean,
Get a forklift.
Drive over 124 scales.
Try to
Yeah.
back it up into a bay.
Oh, that's why Sean's building one.
I mean, learn how to.
That's
Yeah.
why
how to
I'm building
back
one.
trailers up. Backing the trailers up, it's not easy.
Too small for that.
Just like any truck or anything, any cars or whatever, they're funner with multiple people.
Yes.
So if you have more
Yeah.
than one truck playing around with them, it's a heck of a lot funner to go out with a bunch of people and do like a little convoy downtown or to do things like that. So and build trailers behind it and put a crane on it or a bulldozer on it. That is cool. But it gets very expensive fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a blast. I love them. I just
Yeah.
love the detail on them. I love the way they go together. I love that it's got the 3-speed transmission that works. You shift it on the fly. I mean, it's super fun.
And if you get a big enough trailer, you can just like Crawl Daddy says, is put your kid on it and pull them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or you get like what I have for my big one up there, which you can see the big long blue sucker. You try to back that up
Can you fit in
with
there?
any of the other trucks, it gets real challenging real quick.
Well,
How
you're-
many 24 scales can you fit inside of there?
Probably about 30.
So for two days shipping on that trailer, AC would be $98 for 2 days
Yeah.
shipping.
$90.
ooh,
Yeah. I forget it.
Still a good price.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's better than I expected.
And that's shipping to New York, so it'll be cheaper to Arizona. Because
No,
they
it
actually,
wouldn't. No,
no,
wouldn't.
it is because ATs actually a lot of their stuff they give you an option if you can pick it up in Arizona, there's free shipping. Because they have a warehouse in Arizona.
Where do they
Well,
have in
they-
their warehouse here?
I don't know where they have it, but that's where they give you an option to like.
Oh, I'm
if
gonna
you
have to
pick
look
it
at
up.
that now.
Yeah. Might be across the
Some of
street
the
from your
stuff I
house.
got, I was like, fuck, I wonder if I should just ship this to AC and then have AC ship it to me.
It'd
Yeah.
probably be cheaper.
You know,
Upper left RC is asking, is there gas or nitro semi trucks?
None I have ever seen, and you really wouldn't want it because there's no room in there to put it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody that's very good could convert one.
Oh,
and
I
actually
think
make it.
RC tanks and trucks.
Yeah.
He put that to the V8, like that V8 engine or
Yeah.
whatever that gas. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
It would be
seen
so
that.
long to watch to see if he did it or not.
He
Yeah.
put it in the crawl. I thought he put it in the crawler.
He
Yeah, he
one
put it in
the-
a crawler too, Guru.
Yeah, and then he put one in a
Okay.
truck or something.
Come
like that.
Come on, Crawler Daddy. That's the stupidest statement I've ever seen. Someone needs to make a Nitro SCX 24.
Yeah,
You would
I
never
was
be able
in
to. You would never be able to tune it. Sure. I mean, why
Imagine
tune it all?
cranking it like you're cranking.
Yeah.
yeah, how are you gonna start it?
Cranking of a tweezers.
With an auto start. a little auto start.
Auto start.
Well,
Yeah, just like the Traxxas, a little auto start.
yeah,
That might work about as well as Sean trying to blow one up.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not going to laugh when I blow the SCX 24.
Oh yeah, we'll still laugh.
Oh, when I blow that up, that thing's going to the moon.
You're gonna have to get a hammer
Upper
like you
left.
did last time.
No, that one I'm going to have to actually. I'm not going to do my driveway, and I'll put out in the road because I'm going to leave a crater in the fucking road. Even.
There's a lot of disappointed people that day.
I wanted you to run it over with your lawnmower. I'm like, come on, do it, do it, do it.
Tell me about it. That element. That element won. It won the battle, but it didn't win the war.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Upper left, you are correct. They are expensive, but they are a lot more than the semi trucks unless you do a fully built, fully upgraded, all aluminum, everything, every upgrade you can find for one of the semis. This
Well,
heavy equipment starts at those prices.
the heavy equipment, full metal and hydraulic,
Upper left,
those are
RC.
expensive.
Yeah.
You can get heavy equipment that are the plastic one.
Oh, yeah.
and they actually work. They're not that expensive, but you got to be careful how you dig with them and what you do
I
with
have
them.
a massive one.
There's weight limits on the cranes and all, because I've got the crane, I've got a tower crane. So yeah, they've got them, but that's why I'm saying the real heavy equipment is way more than a fully loaded semi.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, think of it this way. RC four-wheel drive, their forklift, which is hydraulic and all, is what, $1,100?
Hopefully coming to
Yeah,
Sean's
something like
RC
that.
Adventure pretty soon. It's going to be an RC four-wheel drive dozer and an RC four-wheel drive excavator coming pretty soon.
Yeah, get some builds done first, Sean.
Huh?
Get some builds done first.
Yeah, but these are coming built already and everything.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, get some builds done first before you
I
get these.
know. That's why I was looking at some flatbed trailers. The excavator, an excavator and a dozer, both.
Hey,
I'll
earlier,
stick with the two I got that were free.
earlier in Tank's stream, I heard him talking about the raffle, so I bought another raffle ticket.
Oh, there you go.
I think everybody in the chat should do the same thing.
I need to buy one more.
So for me to get that tanker and ship it to Canada, the cheapest shipping for me to Canada is $141.83 for shipping.
That's actually better than I expected.
And that's FedEx International Priority, which means when I get it, I'm going to have to pay brokerage and duty and taxes on it on top of that.
Oh, you might need to go UPS. UPS International.
Yeah.
Who was that? Drew?
Oh, what?
Who was the 140 something through?
Yeah, I'll cut that straight off. Leave
That's Asia
that
Keys.
up like
Asia Keys.
that. Let me see. Would that look good?
Well, what I would do is I would get it shipped to the US.
Your
and then
boy
it
is
comes
back.
to the US,
Somebody
ship it
get
to
him.
me.
Homeboy is back in the chat. Get him.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Straight off. A little bit lower.
The best adult dating site.
Hey.
Hey,
That's my side hustle.
that's your side hustle? So you're the one putting all those
Is that
chats?
you, Maz, advertising?
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I try to limit it. I only try to do
Come
it once
on.
or twice a night.
Let's keep it under control there.
Sorry.
So it's way past 11:30. We've gone on longer. It was a lot of fun. So we're going to start doing the round table and saying bye to everybody. And we're going to start with AZ Froggy.
Well, thank you for the invite, Frank. I'm glad I was able to jump in. Everyone have a good weekend. Stay safe. Go have some fun. Just stay healthy.
Sounds good. Thank you for coming in. Kurt RC.
Thanks for having me, Tank. Appreciate everybody for being here, and have a good Friday.
Thank you very much. Guru.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure. And if y'all didn't see, Mass Design.
Cool.
What, Gary, what, I just seen your, what turn did you get the motor in? 16, 20? The creepy crawler motor?
The 540,
Yeah. What did you get? The 16 turn, 20 turn?
the 16 turn.
Nice. That's what I run in my Scenic.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I tell you, they're great freaking motors. $20 motor.
20
Right.
bucks.
Yeah, $20 motor. An awesome motor.
Since you're talking, Sean, why don't you say goodbye?
Everybody, thanks for taking the time to stop in. Thanks, chat every week. It's appreciated. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. And thank you very much for sending the invite.
Cool. Thank you very much. Mass Design.
Thanks, guys, for having me on once again. I appreciate it. Tank for having me on, putting up with my shenanigans. Tomorrow night, we got another drop, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. But I appreciate all the support, and thank you guys for all the 10th scale knowledge tonight.
So if you go to mazdesign.com is your website?
Maz-designs.com.
Okay. And he's going to have some new chassis every Friday at 8 p.m., I believe it is.
Yep, Eastern Standard.
He has a bunch of frames ready for shipping and for sale. They go out quick, so make sure you go there at that time.
4 minutes.
And 4 minutes. Usually within 4 minutes, they're all sold out. So,
I appreciate all the support.
So if you want one, make sure you're there early enough to get one.
Hey, and go sub to my channel. I'm at like 91 subscribers or something.
Cool.
Appreciate y'all having me on.
Sounds good. Keith.
Yeah, thanks, Tank, for having me on. And I got one warning. This is addictive.
I warned you.
Building is addictive. I'm like, no, I'm never going to build. No, oh man.
And I'm not trying to interrupt. Like, building is like 95% of what I do it for.
Yeah. Building is half the fun, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Keith. Psycho 13 Garage. Did I say that right tonight?
Hey.
Thank you first for saying it right, but thank you for inviting me, as always. And sorry I was late, but it's good to see everybody. Good to talk to everybody. Seeing everybody in the chat.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for coming down and having fun with us and chatting with us in the chat. And thanks for everybody showing up in the video panel. Very appreciate it. And until next time, go out there and charge up some batteries. Go out there and have some fun and break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Right, Psycho?
Yep. Break stuff all the time.
Just break it. Send it. Send it. Push it to the limit and break it. See you later.